Hello, Mira.
Hello, ma'am.
So, in this class, we are going to learn about a new concept called pointer. So, in this class, we are going to learn about pointer in C++. So, we already have covered the array and multi-dimensional array, right? Array with a single row and multi-dimensional array with a multiple rows as well as multiple columns, right? But you need to have some practice on both these concepts, only then it will be more clear for all of you. If you will just simply search for some questions based on, you can search something like this: basic questions based on array or multidimensional array. So you are going to find n number of programs and you need to practice all of them one by one. Alright, so we are going to start pointer in C++. Okay, what is pointer? We have created normal variables. Let's say integer a is equals to 10. So what is this going to do in memory? It is going to take a memory space wherever it can be, and the address, and I have told you that every sorry, all right, no problem. Okay, so this memory location can be anywhere. It is totally dependent on the CPU, the memory management on our computer. So this memory location will have some address, right? 8432. I have told you in many times that each and every location of memory has some default addresses, and this address is totally depend on the computer and the size of the memory. Okay, so this address, every cell has some address, right? And whenever we create a variable, it is going to take one of that cell, and the cell name is going to be the variable name whatever we have declared here. So this memory location will have a name called a from now, and whenever we initialize some value, it is going to insert that value inside that memory location, right? So this is how a normal variable works. Now, how pointer is different than a normal variable? The first syntax, how we declare a pointer variable. Pointer is again going to have the integer or a string, whatever it is, and then this asterisk, this is termed as asterisk. This is an operator, and then you need to have defined the pointer name. So let's say I have defined name ptr. Okay, so this is the syntax basically. Now, how pointer variable is different than normal variable? In case of normal variable, we we store some value inside our cell, right? Whenever I write int a is equals to 10, so this 10 is going to insert inside this cell, right? But in case of pointer variable, it doesn't store the value, it store the address of other variables. Let's take it in easy way. Let's say I am a postman, and you are a normal person. In case of you, you only remember your own address, right? Only remember your own address.
Ma'am, I cannot see your screen.
Okay, okay, sorry. So in case of a normal variable, it only stores and it only I mean, in normal, let's say I am a postman and you are a normal resident in a country, right? So in case of a normal residence, they only remember their own address, right? They do not bother about the other addresses. But in case of a postman what does? Postman post some papers, some materials to other residents, right? So they need to track all the addresses of other, right? All the addresses of other residents. In the same way, in a normal variable, they store the values. Whenever this is a normal variable, and when I write int a is equals to 10, so this 10 is going to be stored inside this place, right? But a pointer variable doesn't store the value, it stores the address of other variables. It can be confusing a little bit right now, but let's try one more time. So in case of a normal variable, it store values. So let's say when I create an integer, then it is going to store some integer values, right? It can be 20, it can be 30, it can be anything. When I create a string variable, it is going to store some string values inside this. Whenever I create a decimal, it is going to be store a decimal value, let's say 20.3, something like this, right? So different type of variables can be declared, and all these variables are going to store some kind of values, right? But in case of a pointer variable can be also different types. Pointer variable can be of integer data type, pointer variable can be of a string data type, pointer variable can be of float data type. But in the case of pointer variable, it don't store the value directly, it store the address of other variables. Let's say I have created a normal variable int a is equals to 10, and in the next line I have created a pointer variable ptr, and this ptr, as I discussed, that this did not store the values directly. What it is going to store? It is going to store the address of other variables. So let's say this is the location for a, and we have stored the 10, right? And this is our memory location. So this memory location will definitely have some address, let's say d3 d235. This is the address of this memory location for now. So what this pointer variable is actually going to do is going to store the address of other variables. So this is a variable, and a value has 10 stored inside this, and this pointer is going to store this address instead of directly value. So pointer variable stores the address of other variables. So let's say in this case I want this pointer variable should store the address of this a. So how can I do that? I'll simply write equals to, and this ampersand, this is called as ampersand sign, and then the name of the variable. Ampersand is basically used to refer as an address. So in memory location, any whatever the value will be of address, every memory location has their own address, right? And we do not have any option to see this address. So how can I do this? I can use this ampersand operator to see the address of this. So in this case, let's say this D235 is the address of this cell, and whenever I write ampersand a, then it is going to do what? In this ptr variable, somewhere else is a memory location, and they have their own memory address, and but this what will be inside this value? the address of other variables. So this address D235 is going to store here when I write something like this. Is it confusing still?
A little more.
Okay. So in case of a pointer, you can think of let's say I am Khushbu and you are Meera. Okay. So let's say I want to share you something. So what I will do, I will just simply give the add value. Let's say I want to give you a book, so I will send a book to you. Okay, but let's think that I do not have the physical book or you are so far from me, right? So instead of giving a physical book, in case of a physical book, what I will do, I will give a address of shop. Let's say address of website, address of a shop, anything, right? So what I will tell you that Meera, just go to this website is also an address, right? In internet age, we call this website link as an address, right? So what I will tell you that Meera, just go to this shop, the address of the shop I will give to you, and then you can find that book, right? So this is how Khushbu changes the behavior. First, she gives book directly to you, just like as we do in our normal variable. And in case of address, I do not give the book directly to you. I give some addresses. So instead of giving book directly, I have given some addresses to you, right? So in the same way, in normal variable, we store the values directly. But in pointer variable, I need to store the address of other variables. So let's say this is a memory location A, we have given a name, and this memory location will have some address, let's say 2345 this time. So this pointer variable doesn't store the value. So let's say whenever I declare ptr, it is going to have a one separate memory location named as ptr, and this is also having some different addresses 3296. And inside this a variable we have directly stored the value, but inside this ptr variable, pointer variable, we are going to store not the value but the address of other variables. So in this case I am going to store 2345. So now let's say I want to give a value. This is Khushbu and this is Meera. So in this case, let's say I want to give a value directly to you. Then I will give the value of A, because A has directly the value of 10, right? But think of other situation, I do not want to give the value directly to you. I want to give you a address. So what I will do, I will give this variable ptr. Okay, so you will first go to this ptr, the address, and then after going that you find this another address as a value. After finding this address, you again go to this address, and after that you get this value as a 10. So this is an indirect way to giving you something. I have given to you the value 10 directly to you. Instead of that, I have given an address for you. And when you reach that address, you will ask for the values which is reside in this location. So someone will go to this location. When you go to this location, you will find that value. So giving you indirectly is nothing but a pointer. Pointer is going to store address of another variable. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. So, a pointer works like a function, but in a pointer, the value is given in a function. It is a command, is like that.
No, pointer is not a function. Pointer is also a variable. Pointer
Oh,
is also a variable. It is also of integer type, string type. In case of a string type pointer, it is going to store some value only of string variables. Let's say I have two variables, integer a is equals to 10, and I have another variable called string name, and I have initialized with Khushbu, let's say. Okay, so in this case, let's say I want to create a pointer, but again I need to specify the data type. So I have declared integer and asterisk sign and then the name of the pointer. And because this is an integer pointer, right, so it can only store the address of integer variables only. So it can only store the address of this one in this case, because this is the string data type, right? Integer variable, and this is a string variable. So I cannot store the address of this one to this pointer. This can only denote the address of integer type variables. So I can only write integer ampersand a. I cannot write ptr ampersand name, because this one is going to be of string data type, and string data type variables cannot be stored in integer pointer type. The data type should be matched, only then we can store, otherwise it is going to show an error for us.
That symbol one that we use that looks like an and sign.
Yeah, it is
What
called
does it mean?
ampersand sign. The spelling I need to check, but this is termed as ampersand sign. This is going to refer as a pointer variable. Whenever I create a is equals to 10, it is going to be a normal variable, but I want to create a pointer variable, then I need to specify this asterisk sign and then the name of the pointer, pt, let's say. So because it is of integer pointer, so it can only store the address of integer variables. Okay, so I hope it is clear now.
Okay.
Okay, now I have already written a program, this one. Let's just include the hatch. Okay, so here we have a main method our. So this is a normal variable, right? A normal integer variable called var, and we have initialized the value with 10. Now this is a pointer variable, and this is of integer data type, right? So it can only store the address of integer variable. So it is of integer variable, so I can store the address of this variable to this pointer variable. Now the difference, let's say I want to print the address, I can do two things. Let's say whenever we have a memory location, and this memory location will serve an address, right? 8562 integer a, and whenever we add some value, I can use another. This is my pointer variable ptr, and inside this I have stored the address of 856, right? Now using this pointer variable, I can see out two things. What are those two things? First one, obviously it is going to store the address, right? So we can print the address of this variable. So it can print ampersand 856. And the next thing, it can print the value of this 10. It can access this pointer via using this pointer variable. I can access both those things. I can access the value, I can access the address, both. But using a normal variable, I can only access the value, right? I can only access the value, I cannot access the address. But using a pointer variable, I can access the value as well as the address. Now there will be syntax difference between them, right? So let's say I want to print the value, I want to access this value. So how can I do that? You just simply need to write asterisk and then pointer name. This is going to print the value. this value 10. Now let's say I want to print this address. How can I do that? You just simply need to write the name of the pointer. Because in normal way, let's say when I write cout a, what it is going to do? It is going to show the value, right? Whatever, let's say this is my integer value and I have stored 50. Whenever I write cout a, what it is going to do? Whatever the value inside, it is going to print on screen, right? In the same way, we have a variable ptr, we have a pointer variable ptr, and when I write cout ptr, so inside the ptr, what we have, this is our variable a50 and it has address 236 or 235, and this pointer is also had some address, let's say 686. So whenever I write cout ptr, what it is going to and this pointer variable is going to access this. So whenever I write cout ptr, it is going to print whatever the value inside this. So it is going to print ampersand 235, meaning the address of the variable. And when I write cout ampersand ptr, it is going to print the value of that variable. So it is going to go to this address first of all, and after going to this address, it is going to print the value. So in this case, it is going to print 50. In this case, it is going to print 235. So whenever I write the pointer variable name without asterisk, it is going to print the address of that variable, and whenever I write asterisk and name of the variable, it is going to print the value of the variable. So using pointer, I can access the both. So asterisk ptr is going to print the value, ptr is going to print the address of the variable. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
So let's just quickly compile and run this program. So in the first statement, we have a variable of 10 value. So in the first case, it is should be print the value of 10, and in the second cout, it should the address, right? So here you go. So you can see that we have a value of variable is equals to 10, and address of the variable is something like this. So it is automatic because every variable has a address, right? Every memory shell has a address. So this is a default address. Okay, now as I told you that using this pointer variable, I can access, let's say it is a variable called a and it has some address 235. Okay, so using this pointer variable, I can access both the value and the address, right? In the normal variable, whenever I write int a is equals to 10, a is equals to 50, what it is going to do? It is going to update the value to 50 if it is 10, right? So meaning is that using our normal variable, we can change the value of our variables. Can we do so using our pointer variable? Let's say we have a variable of pointer ptr and it is going to denote this a. So now I want to change the value of this value of this a variable. I cannot change the address. We cannot change the address. We cannot change the address, but we can access the address using this pointer variable. Now I want to change the value of that variable. How can I do that? We can do so. We can do so simply ptr is equals to, it is 50, it is going to be, let's say, 500. When I write something like this, what it is going to do? it is going to update this a variable value to 500. So I need to write something like this. So I have exactly given this value ptr is equals to 20. Value at address is now 20. So inside this a variable is now going to store 20 as a value. And when I write cout after doing ptr is equals to 20, ptr value is going to be updated. Ptr means this a value, this pointer variable is basically denoting this a variable, right? Because we have written something like this, ptr is equals to address of a in our previous statement. So this basically means that this pointer variable is accessing this a variable, and this via using this pointer variable I can access the variable value as well as address both. Now I want to update the value, so I need to write something like this. So I have changed the value of that variable. We have a variable called var which has value 10, right? So here in this example it is going to print value as 10, but here I have changed the value as 20. So this variable value will have now be updated with 20, and after doing this you can access the updated value. Now you can see here we have a value of variable 10, then address of the variable is something different which I cannot predict, and after doing the ptr 20, ptr is 20, which basically means that I am able to access this variable using this pointer. So now the question arises, why do we use this pointer? How it is different than other variables? So the first difference we already have seen, that in a normal variable can only access the value, right? But a pointer variable can access the value as well as the address, right? So this is the first difference and first thing. Now whenever we need to pass something not by value, we have discussed in our function class that there are two types of passing value, pass by value, pass by value and pass by address. We have seen this one, but that time it was quite confusing, right? So let's say I have a function fun1 and this is a function fun2. Now I want to pass some value to this function 2. I can do in the two way, pass by value, pass by reference. So in the case of pass by value, what will I do? In case of pass by value, what can I do? I will create a variable called a is equals to 10, and let's say I want to pass the value 10. So what I am going to pass? I am going to pass a. So this a value is going to be passed to function 2. Now in the case of pass by reference, I don't want to give the value directly. I want to give an address to this variable. So when this function will reach their address, this address, it is going to get that value. So basically I want to pass the address. So in that case what I will do, I will create a pointer, and this pointer is going to store the address of some variables, right? And via using this pointer now I will pass the pointer instead of directly value. So I hope it is clear the all about concept of pointer. Is there any doubt?
It's okay now.
All right, so I think we can drop this class for now. We will continue in from the Monday class. Thank you for today.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.